Well, I believe in good vibrations is what creates a beautiful nation. All you need is the will to do right, do right, do right.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, Jay Fry. This is Anecdotally Arguments, and with me tonight is Garrick. How's it going, Garrick?
It's a Monday. It's fucking cold outside, and yep, winter's here. Hallelujah.
Winter is coming indeed, my friend. And Sean, how's it going, Sean? Oh, shut it.
I had snow on the hood of my truck this morning, and I don't think it got above 55 where I was.
Dude, Buffalo got 5 feet of snow by Friday.
Really? Jeez.
Your mic's working fine. I can hear you anyway.
Oh no.
How can you tell it's not coming to the stream?
There it goes. Okay, because I have a readout that shows the decibel levels of what's going out on several channels. And mine was not going out. So there's that.
I played the stream and I heard myself talking to myself. So yeah, glad you're back. We get any more screw ups, we might as well make this J Fry Poorly Reviewed Books Part 3.
Yeah, it's not that big of a screw up. And that both of those screw ups are mine, so there's that.
Good half of the screw ups from J Fry's Poorly Reviewed Books were yours too.
That's what I'm saying.
I mean, I was getting kicked off like crazy.
Your boy Brendan Fraser got in the what is it? He turned viral with memes for some reason, and I'm unaware of the context.
All right, first off, my boy's Dean Cain, but I do love me some Brendan Fraser,
okay.
So I'll accept that. I haven't met Dean Cain,
okay.
But I've met Brendan Fraser, and he's a fucking delight. You watch your mouth.
I didn't say a bad thing about him.
Yeah.
I just said he went viral in meme form, and I don't know why.
Oh, well, he's got a couple of things. Like he ended up breaking down crying. So when he came back, he did Batgirl, which was so awful that they spent $80 million on it and they couldn't even salvage it. And then he did The Whale, but he was doing a promotion, and in between talking to different people, he was playing on like a handheld game console. I sound old, like one of those console dealies. But he was playing on one of those, and the girl tuned in, and instead of saying anything, she just watched him like a creeper. And she found it was funny. So that was one of them. Another one is him being a great big fat person. Are you one of those great big fat people?
I didn't see that. I thought that was for a role in a movie or something.
The Whale, yeah.
Ah, okay. I thought I saw something about that.
Yeah. But it doesn't help that he put on a lot of weight. He's a very dynamic performer. You know, like Kevin Cruise without the safety crew, or Tom Cruise without the safety crew. Kevin Cruise. Thinking of talking about Kevin Costner earlier. And he's fucked himself up a bit. And at one point he was addicted to opiates from like back surgeries and stuff like that. And getting off of the opiates, he gained a lot of weight. He was very stationary, not doing shit because he had back problems. But he's getting back into it, and I think he's a good guy. Like, I enjoy the hell out of Brendan Fraser.
Well, it's like him and Josh Hartnett. Josh Hartnett disappeared after. What was the
No,
last movie?
that's different. Josh Hartnett walked away. He's still doing artsy
Yeah,
bullshit.
he's doing small things, but he's not doing any like blockbuster movies anymore. What was the last one he did? Was it Black Hawk Down or was it Pearl Harbor?
Neither. That was just the big major break. He's done other stuff. Just
Yeah, but I mean, or was it? Oh, wait, he was in Hollywood Homicide too. Forgot about
yeah.
that. That's probably the last movie I ever saw him in. I haven't seen any small stuff.
Hmm. But Brendan Fraser had like back-to-back years of like the highest grossing films and then like the biggest duds.
I remember Looney Tunes. That was a pretty terrible death.
You sure you're thinking of the right movie? Was Brendan Fraser in
He
Looney
was.
Tunes?
I'm pretty sure he was in one of the Looney Tunes movies.
I mean, he was in like Inkheart or something like that. I don't know if he was in a Looney Tune though.
George of the Jungle.
No. Yeah, he was. Yeah, he was. Actually, that was one of his highest grossing films of the year. He did that. He did Dudley Do Right.
Yeah.
And
I
like
thought Dudley Do Right was a dud.
Yeah, Dudley Do Right was a dud, but those were back-to-back years. He had highest grossing films of the year, like I don't know, like 2004 or whatever the fucking year was, but like per second of time he was on the screen, per dollar, was like huge. For he was the best buy for your buck, and then the next year he was like the worst buy for your buck. But I don't think I don't remember what it was, but I enjoy him. I enjoy the absolute shit out of him.
Oh, I think the majority of us enjoy him.
Yeah.
Encino Man is my favorite.
Blast from the Past was pretty good. I love the Mummy movies.
Oh yeah, that first one was top notch.
Mm-hmm. Second one's still pretty good. Third one, nah.
Yeah. I recently saw the guy that plays Jonathan in a show called Carnival, and it was an interesting part that he had. I don't get the show because Josh is kind of watching it on and on, or he's watching it and I'm just catching bits of it. But I was kind of shocked to see him.
Oh,
yeah,
oh,
I don't know his name either.
John Hannah. Yeah.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
Yeah. Oh, I know the full fucking cast: Brendan Fraser, Rachel Weisz, Arnold Vosloo, Kevin J. O'Connor.
How do you say the foreign guy's name?
Arnold Vosloo, the South American, or the Arab Oded Fair?
The Arab guy.
Oded, O-D-E-D, Oded Fair, F-E-H-R.
Okay. Oded Fair, got it.
Mm-hmm. And Anaxuna Moon was Patricia Vasquez.
Velasquez.
Is it Velasquez? Is that what it is? That was slick. She had a little bullshit part in that. And then she ended up having like a big ass sequel part. Do that, people. Take the small parts that get turned into bigger parts later on.
Good evening, fellow gamer poet.
Well, that's what happened with Ana de Armas. I mean, she did a lot of acting in Cuba and in London, and then she scored the role in War Dogs, which is kind of a breakout movie in the States. So
that's not what I was talking about, dude.
Yeah.
That's just building up a resume. That's completely different. I was talking about she played Anaxuna Moon in the first Mummy, and then she came back as Anaxuna Moon in the second Mummy as a much larger role.
Oh yeah.
It's like like the opposite of
every other actor
Boromir.
that had well, I was gonna say, just like every other actor that had to play their parts again in the sequel.
Yeah, but this time it just happened to have a larger part in the sequel, which is, you do the small part, sometimes you get the bigger part from it. Or, you do the
that's
small
fair.
parts, and yeah. Like there's just dumb movies where you'll see like random people. Kevin Bacon's one of his first movies was Friday the 13th Part 2.
He was in the first one.
Or part of the 13th Part 1. Or Johnny Depp was in Nightmare on Elm Street. Or what Jennifer Aniston was in Leprechaun.
Horrible bosses.
Fucking dude, you're not even playing the game right. Just naming movies. But no, they have little parts, they get bigger parts. Fuck, Carlton was in a movie called Ticks. Same time that Fresh Prince of Bel-Air was coming out.
Well, to be fair, he had done Silver Spoons before that. And the Pepsi commercials.
Yeah,
Oh, he did?
but yeah, he did.
Okay.
But so did Ricky Schroeder.
Yeah. He was Ricky Schroeder's
You know what
best
I'm
friend on
surprised
Silver
by?
Spoons.
You know what I'm surprised by?
Gravity,
watched the
math. What, Jared?
I know you watched the show last night. When they were discussing hottest woman or hottest actress that ever lived, I'm surprised Marilyn Monroe didn't make their list.
Marilyn Monroe makes the list as a hot mess. But I was
True,
gone by
but
that.
also hot.
Who did they pick?
They didn't
they
really
did.
pick anybody. Matt was very non-committal about the whole thing. He was
Yeah,
just basically saying Madeline Stowe wasn't a hottie. And he is absolutely correct in saying that
Yeah.
Madeline Stowe is not a hottie.
Yeah. So the funny thing about Madeline Stowe, I think she has Laura Dern syndrome. She was old when she was young, and she hasn't aged a day since.
I gotta. Matt and I's first bonding moment was over our attractiveness to somebody who was not attractive.
You mean attraction too?
Oh, no, we were attracted to somebody who was just not attractive. We had a thing for Lacey Green.
Lacey Green was always cute.
Oh yeah,
No.
we had a thing for Lacey Green.
No.
And it was like our secret shame that we share amongst each other.
She was cute. I wouldn't say she's hot, but she's cute.
I just said attractive.
That's
But-
a stretch. She's about 5 on a good day. She's typically
Yeah,
about-
but
She's an
Yeah,
office
we were-
8, dude.
we were stuck in the office, bro. She was an 8.
She's an office 8.
Well,
It's
Well,
just a
that's
one-time
like that-
infatuation. It's completely different.
yeah, it's kind of like if you work in a refinery. Yeah, she's an 8 in the refinery, but that's grading on a hell of a curve.
Yes, Garrick. Thank you for explaining how you rate in an office to people on the internet.
Okay, look, I'm just saying.
Any other pearls you got there,
Wait,
buddy?
Whatever happened?
Speaking of
to-
pearls,
whatever-
I'd give her one.
Well,
Whatever happened-
I think it was more interesting to see the pool that they were pulling from for their these are the hot actresses. Like there was no mention of Marilyn Monroe, there was no mention of Morgan Fairchild, there was no mention of Kathy
Morgan
Ireland.
Fairchild, really?
Morgan Fairchild is hot, dude.
Oh, dude, I can't do Kathy Ireland. I mean, gorgeous woman, but
Yeah,
same
second
thing with
she-
Tanya Roberts.
Well, the second
Can't
they
do it.
opened their mouth, well, yeah, and
Yeah.
Tanya Roberts wasn't even on the list, which is goddamn travesty. Neither was
Well, they
the
said
chick-
they said Margot Robbie, which is what is it? A degree of separation.
I mean, blonde, yeah, whatever, but no. First
Well,
off, Margot
Margot
Robbie
Robbie plays-
is hotter not playing a character than she is playing a character.
Yeah, she's just
Her
natural.
accent is
Well, yeah.
cuter. Yeah, her accent is cuter than anything she has. But you've got like Angela Everhart, who was a supermodel turned actress. You got model turned actress Natasha Henstridge. You've got natural beauties like Adriana Christiana Loken. Exotic beauties like Shi Kwai. There's
Well,
so many.
To comment comment on the comment that Sean put out, you got to realize most of Matt's audience is younger than Tim and I. Like, majority of them are in their 20s.
No, they're not.
High or low.
No.
Oh,
I disagree. I think most of them are old farts like me.
Not as old farts like you, but like middle young like me. Middle young.
I don't know, a lot of the
Age
people
40 is what
middle
you're saying?
old. God, I can't wait to take a nap.
That's a good thing. That's a good question to ask him if he knows the demographics of the audience.
Well, I think there's disparate in different groups. There's those of us who know he's never had a hit piece, and those of us who wanted to get a hit piece. There's two separate and distinct groups of people. And then the useless people who are there for Blonde.
You were there for Blonde. What are you talking about?
No, Blonde was there for me. Completely different.
Keep telling yourself that, Jake.
Dude, you don't even know. I was Blonde's secret gay best friend.
I do believe that. It was a
Shit.
competition between you and Steven Suarez.
No, Steven Suarez wasn't even a picture back then. No, like 6 years ago, she didn't have any girlfriends, and she needed somebody to talk to about her rings. She's like, could we just fucking squeal out for a minute on the engagement ring I got? I'm like, fine.
Dude,
as long as we can bash in the juice about it.
To be fair, she does have the kind of personality that makes it difficult for other women to be friends with.
Yeah, because she's awful. So who's on your list then?
Who, mine?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Are we going
Because y'all
cute
are
or
too
hot?
young. If you can't include Sharon Stone, you guys are not paying attention. Vanity was gorgeous.
Yeah, Sharon Stone circa Total Recall.
Any Total Recall, fuck yeah. Anybody who Action Jackson, that has Vanity and Sharon Stone. There we
Yes,
go.
it does. Yeah, there you go.
Anybody Prince stuck their dick in. So Carmen Electra, Pam Anderson.
Yep.
Yeah.
There were say Cindy Crawford.
It's a tiny little red Corvette, but it fit so much pussy in it. Sunny Leone, who she's a porn star, but she's absolutely gorgeous.
Who was the chick that?
Selma Hayek.
No. That Blonde brought up, but they said she's a handsome woman. It's Claire something.
The one Matt showed the picture of?
Yeah.
Claire.
I think so.
Yeah,
I didn't watch
I don't
that
remember
one.
who that was, but yeah, she did have a very square jaw.
Oh,
Well,
Femke Jensen.
If
Has
you
a very
look at
square jaw.
if you look at her young, she looks very good. She
Well,
just didn't age well.
Well, that's the problem is that all of these chicks age out, whereas I don't know, there's ones that last a lot longer. Like
I gotta hop out for a minute. I'll be right back.
well,
Cool.
bye.
Glad you plan to spend 19 minutes of us, so the first 20 minutes of the goddamn street. What fucking guy, man. My kid's gonna die of an ear infection. Poor planning on his
Didn't
part.
even get to ask him if he's still in Oklahoma or not.
Well, he's probably home. Kiddo had an ear infection. I'd go home for that. That's Thanksgiving, so they're probably not working this week. Who cares? I don't even like him. Who's on your list?
The only ones they mentioned were Cindy Crawford, which is definitely on my list, and young Scarlett Johansson.
Really, I've never seen Scarlett Johansson as attractive.
Oh my god. Well, and oddly, who was the chick from the Twilight series? What's her name that I can't think of?
Kristen Stewart?
Kristen Stewart. When Kristen Stewart is made up, she is one of the hottest things to ever walk the earth. But then she's in like 18 other things where she's playing like a slummy trailer park trash, and it fits because she looks like ass. So it's very weird.
Oh, uh, Jenna Jameson. I've always thought she was beautiful. For going with porn stars. I can't find a Paige Jennings that is a porn star. I've got her from The Americans. Paige Jennings, porn star? Porn?
They didn't mention Jennifer Connelly either, which is a travesty.
Jennifer Connelly, yeah, she's a beaut.
But they were kind of sticking with the blonde bombshell theme, so I mean, I don't know that you get to count Cindy Crawford in that, as she's a brunette too. But outside of that, almost everybody they named was a blonde.
Oh, Victoria. Actually, I used to play on the PlayStation with her. What the hell was her name? Victoria Vane. That's Paige Jennings.
Vicky Vane?
No, Victoria Vane. She was the Wall Street tycoon.
Vicky Vane.
Started porn. Vicky Vale. Vicky Vale.
You have to be of an age to get that one. I don't even think Garrick would have understood that one.
Of course not. Also, that girl. She's on my list. Yvonne Strickler.
Yeah, they didn't mention Kim Basinger.
Kim Basinger, also a beaut.
Yeah. Half
also,
Weeks, L.A. Confidential. Jesus, just complete. My stepmother.
My stepmother. Yeah. With all the Hollywood redheads, both Seth Green and Willow from Buffy the Vampire Slayer. I can't think of her name. Allison Hannigan. Kristen Stewart, really? No. But
she's dolled up. She is one of the hottest things to ever grace the planet.
That new Jasmine chick, the chick who played Jasmine, she was cute. She was also in Charlie's Angels. Jesse Smollett's sisters are actually fucking gorgeous for being half Jew, half black.
Yeah, that was, come to think of it, it's a very ethnocentric list.
No, Jennifer Connelly's only half Jewish. I remember that from a song.
Yeah, Maynard, we're not judging them on their personality or dating.
Yeah, what the fuck, dude?
It's seriously just what's hot.
It's like, remember that scene from Roadhouse where you're like, $20 and you could feel the titties. And he's like, oh, no, I don't like her hair. I'm not paying $20 for. You can feel her titties for $20, man. Kristen Crook,
the one that nobody ever thinks to mention, Shannon Elizabeth.
Shannon Elizabeth is a beaut as well. I prefer Jennifer. Not Jennifer Jason. Jennifer Love Hewitt. Rita.
If
Rhonda.
you actually get around to looking at her face, that doesn't really work.
You son of a bitch.
I know it's hard.
I hope she fucking bites you with those horse teeth. Billy Piper. God, those fucking horse teeth. Oh my god. Yep. Billy Piper does it for me. Rhonda Meter. Rhonda Mitra. Gorgeous. She was she gets naked a lot. It's wonderful. A little bit of ethnic girls. I think I'm doing a little, not the straight up blondes like you fucking perverts.
Nobody mentioned Jodie Sweetie.
No. When I was 12, yeah, maybe. Mine actually was Anna Klumsky. She was everyone's girl, but she was my girl. Punky Brewster, Soleil Moon Frye is gorgeous.
I never thought so.
I mean, not Punky Brewster, but Soleil Moon Frye is gorgeous. Tiffany Amber Thiessen is another one.
You gotta be careful with that one because by the time she became legal, she wasn't. It was only when she was Kelly Kapowski that she was super fine.
I was also not legal at the time. I was a wee tiny pervert. I was fine.
That's like me and what's the why can't I think of her name? Alyssa Milano.
Yeah. Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Phoebe Cates.
Well, you know,
Phoebe Cates. She did it for me on a level that doesn't get done to me more often.
You and Judge Reinhold, apparently.
Me and Judd Reynolds. Ali Sheedy. I'm getting the other Judd in there as well.
I never thought Ali Sheedy was all that attractive.
Well, I mean, when you put her next to Molly Ringwald, she's a fucking 9.
I always thought
that's just
Molly
cheating.
Ringwald was good looking in a very exotic way.
Exotic?
Redhead.
I guess retarded is kind of an exotic thing, I feel like.
I don't know. I liked her in everything she did back then.
Non-Down syndrome fucking retard. Yeah, I could go for that. I hope she's busy with a show right now and she doesn't hear this. Because
Good.
Molly Ringwald fucking pulls up and just starts yelling at me. I got a comment on that J. Fry poorly reviewed books. Not that one, but the next one we did the next week. Well, 2 weeks later because we did Blonde the following week.
Maynard saying Elizabeth Berkley. Wasn't she on Conan explaining like one of her boyfriends didn't even notice her eyes until like 8 months into the relationship?
Hey, my husky's got the same thing. Hey, hon, your colored contact came out. I colored what?
Elizabeth?
What, you idiot? Who else is beautiful? And why is Garrick a retard? One of those biggest questions I did.
Who's the chick from NCIS or CSI? Florida.
Mariska
Which one was Florida?
Hargitay?
No.
The two different eye colors.
That's NCIS Los Angeles.
Yeah.
And that's a fucking bloodshot eyeball thing. I don't know her name.
Yeah.
I gotta look it up real quick though. NCIS Los Angeles. And her
Kamanga.
Retro.
Check.
Danella Rao.
Raul.
R-U-A-H. Rao.
Raul.
And
Okay.
it's D-A-N-I-E-L-A. Danella.
All right. Oh.
Is Linda Hunt related to the other Hunts? Spouse. Oh, she's a gay. Didn't know that. Clearly not their mother. Linda Hunt, the tiny little woman.
Oh.
Holy shit, she married my grandma. Ugh. She has a sibling, Marcia Hunt. Is Marcia Hunt? No. Not related to Helen Hunt.
No.
Is she related to the chick that plays Marcy Darcy?
No. No, that's Beard. Bursts.
Amanda Beers?
Beers. What's those? The chick who was the redheaded Aussie helicopter pilot on Baywatch Hawaii.
I barely watched the original Baywatch, let alone Baywatch Hawaii.
All I know is Baywatch Hawaii had Jason Momoa in it. David Hasselhoff, Jason Momoa, Pamela Anderson, Stacey Kamano, Yasmin Bleeth, Carmen Electra, Nicole Eggert. I'm not seeing a redhead. I'm just naming
Nicole
people at this
Eggert
point.
back in the day was hot, and then she wasn't.
Yeah.
She did
Erica
have-
Liniak, Gina Lee Nolan, Donna DeErico. I'm not seeing a redhead. Alexandria Paul. Alexandria Paul went to my high school prom with a kid who was dying of. Oh, here it is. If her name was Taylor Walsh on the show, it's Angelica Bridges. She's the only fucking redhead. And she did not a lot of stuff. California Heat, Baywatch, Hawaii Wedding, Baywatch, Conan, the TV series. God, Alexandria Paul looks terrible. Brandon Call. Angie Harmon was on Baywatch. I did not know that. Angie Harmon, good-looking woman. Pat Morita, good-looking woman. Jenny McCarthy, good-looking woman.
Roxanne.
Charisma Carpenter and Elizabeth Berkley were on that show as well. But that's just Baywatch. Apparently they don't decipher between Baywatch and Baywatch Hawaii. God, Pamela Anderson's looking terrible. So is Yasmin Bleeth. Apparently all of us have a secret thing for redheads, and no one's mentioning
Roby? Yeah, I totally agree. More people need to recognize the hotness that was Roby.
Yeah. Or was that chick from Mad Men?
Oh, Christina Hendricks?
Yeah.
For Golden Globes.
Or Clint Howard's niece. I don't care for her though.
She has to be dolled up because she's got her family's genetics.
Hey, there's nothing wrong. Howard. Oh, Clint Howard. Yeah, I get. Okay, never mind.
Ron's not a super good-looking dude either. He's just at least normal-looking, and when you put him next to Clint, it's the benefit of the jury basically.
Son, you weren't attractive. That's what God gave you this brother.
Makes you look better in comparison.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Call him your best friend, but really, he's your secret weakness. Christina Hendricks is married to the most surprising sack of shit I've ever seen. Just have you guys seen Super Troopers? He's the pothead who says the snozberries taste like snozberries when he's looking in the back window of the cop car. Never seen him in anything else.
Yeah, well, we know how she gets her roles.
She doesn't, though. That's the thing.
Surprisingly, neither does John Hamm. Like, I see him in stuff, but not as like a regular. Like nobody casts John Hamm.
He's the new Fletch. I'm upset with him. Don't talk about him right now.
Again, there's only 2 Fletch movies.
I can't wait till The Rock comes out and shits all over your dreams.
Yeah.
Okay, question.
I was murder that Samoan bastard.
Do you guys know who Sarah Bolger is?
Yeah.
Are her eyes too far apart? Like Matt attracted to too far apart, or is that just an illusion?
Who?
Sarah Bolger. She's a Irish actress.
Sarah what?
She did this Bolger, Bolger. She was in the Spiderwick Chronicles.
Hold, please. Checking.
Well, she was tutors to me, but sure.
That's like right on the borderline of they're as wide as you can get with still being normal.
Yeah, she's just the side of Sid the Sloth. Speaking of, John Leguizamo needs to shut his fucking mouth.
Well, John Leguizamo is just admitting that he has to be a diversity hire to get work.
Yeah. It's like,
Can't do
dude,
it on
you
his own
played
merit.
a fucking Italian. Calm your shit. You played an Italian in Super Mario Brothers. You can pass. Shut up. You're the worst part of Super Mario Brothers and every movie you star in. Karen Gillian, she's a cutie. She's no Billy Piper.
I think she's better looking than Billy Piper. Billy Piper's gap tooth bugs the shit out of me.
She doesn't have a gap tooth. She has no gaps in her teeth whatsoever. There's 6 extra teeth in that head.
Maybe that's what it is. Hang on, let me look her up. There is something about Billy Piper that I don't like.
Dude, there's a jaw full of teeth in that head. There's not a single space where their mouth's entirely open.
Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe it's...
It's a lot of teeth, bro.
I think maybe it's the horse teeth.
I've never seen an entire row.
That or the insanely, like, monobrow thing she's got going on.
Oh, shut up.
Although, if you do watch Penny Dreadful, you get to see her full frontal naked. And it doesn't suck.
I have a Pornhub account. Is that a thing? Accounts are things, right?
I don't know. I don't pay for it.
Does anybody have a Pornhub account? Is that a thing?
Because it's if you do it right, it's free, right?
Well, that's my point. It's like I signed up for something that I didn't need to be signed up to. I'm pretty sure you can just have an account. That's the thing. I'm afraid of being bitten by horses. But I love me a girl with a mouthful of horse teeth. Looking at you, two-eye-colored fucking Elizabeth Berkley. Oh, speaking of Erica Everhart, not Erica Everhart, Nicole Eggert. No, who the fuck was in Charles in Charge?
Nicole Eggert.
Yeah. Apparently she's talking a bunch of shit about Chachi.
She's trying to get roles, dude. And he's a outed Republican in Hollywood. So, yeah.
As what? A grandmother? Dude, as a child, Erica Eleniak in Under Siege. That was my if ever a videotape got worn out, it was popping out of that cake. I've been like, it's weird how there's all sorts of fuzz on this film. That's crazy. God, I wish somebody would hurry up and invent CDs and DVDs and JPEGs. And GIFs. Amy Dolan's, Nikki Dolan's daughter. She was also in Tick along with Alfonso and Seth Green was in the movie too. Ticks. She's a cutie.
Who's her mom?
Mrs. Dolan's?
Are we gonna talk news at all tonight or no?
Fuck no. Amy Dolan's.
I mean, if you got something good.
All right.
Samantha
well,
Juiced.
aside from the ugly girlfriend or ugly ex-girlfriend that what's his face has, not really.
That girl's got a wide jaw. She is a British model, TV presenter, and the 1960s as the disc girl on the BBC television program Top of the Pop. Married Mickey Dolenz of the Monkees. She died in 2014.
She could body double or face double for Sarah Michelle Gellar.
Wow, you're such a dick.
Yep, sure am.
Don't worry, he didn't see your nose. He doesn't know what he's talking about. You know, we're pretty picky for some ugly fucking dudes.
Oh, fucking A. Seeing as this will never happen anyway, I might as well be.
It's like when I'm watching like the Miss America while I'm sitting on my couch with a chest full of nacho chip cheese Doritos. Like, no! Get that fucking horse off my screen. Where did I put my pocket Coca-Cola?
Oh, get that ugly horse face off my screen.
That's why I don't watch G4.
What?
Ooh. What was it? What was the chick from
Frost?
G4?
Bronx?
John? Huh?
What?
Who was the chick that was on G4, the hostess?
The one that
For
brought
Attack
it
of the
down?
Show?
X-Men.
Huh?
What?
From Attack of the Show, or?
The one that was yeah, Attack of the Show. She was in X-Men. Like the new reboots with
Olivia
McAvoy.
Munn?
John
Yeah,
McAvoy.
that's Olivia Munn.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's attractive too. Don't like her, but she's pretty.
Oh yeah.
Now we can just start naming attractive women we hate, and I will go ahead and add Kristen Stewart to that list, and Jennifer Lawrence.
I don't think she's all that attractive.
Hmm.
I mean, maybe in a girl next door sort of way, like small town.
Oh,
chick from a small town, but doesn't compete when she gets to LA, sort of chick.
who's that chick from The Girl Next Door? She played Jack Bauer's daughter. Eliza Cuthbert? She's cute.
Huge.
No, Maynard, I'm not a fan of toothy BJs. BJ should not include teeth. I want a toothless chick. I want a meth addict that knows how to suck the chrome off a trailer hitch.
Oh, you want the classic gum job? I got you, buddy.
That's right. Gum my shit to death. Get in there and make it sloppy.
I was talking to Steven earlier. About humor, and I just don't care for those fucking retards from the Judd Apatow movies. But then I had to admit that my flavor is more. I don't like him, but Seth MacFarlane, and he was talking about his. I don't like Will Ferrell's humor either. Like Will Ferrell as a character, I'm fine with, but not a Will Ferrell character.
Right. I agree with that.
The other guys is about the most Will Ferrell of a Will Ferrell I can stand. And then he brought up Trey Parker and Matt Stone, and I was like, I don't like South Park, but I like their rated R stuff, like Basketball. And like, I love every part.
Seen that forever.
Yeah, I loved every part of the locker room scene. when I talking about like, go home, fuck sleep, my favorite jacket. And at one point they turn around and their fucking ginormous dick swing on the screen for a second. I'm like, Jesus Christ. But there was some innuendo from the rich owner to Jenny McCarthy about laying down some carpet. And then like 2 scenes later, she's got a fabric stretcher and she's nailing in carpet. My best bud dated a chick with dentures from Matthews, called her gummy bears. By my best bud, I'm sure he means himself. God bless you and God bless gummy bears. Sargon of Akkad is back. Still no Alex Jones.
Wait, Elon actually gave Carl his fucking Sargon back?
Yep. He's already got
Nice.
20K followers.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Gotta go
What
re-add
about some of yours? Did
Sargon.
you get them back? Well, it's funny because I never lost Trump. Like, I went back and I'm still following him.
I wasn't. I had to go back and follow Trump. Jordan B. Peterson says, fancy seeing you here at Sargon of Akkad. David Rubin responds, what year is this?
It'd have been funny as shit if it had commented or replied, "Notice me, senpai."
Hmm.
I had a notice me senpai moment.
I'm still having half of that goddamn moment. My fucking...
Yeah, my timeline's blowing up and it's just out of our hands at this point. Completely.
I was like, whose fault is this? Who do I blame this on? I was like, oh, fucking me. God damn it. He's still in there responding to. Like, stop it, Parker!
I think he's liking the re-notoriety, I guess it would be.
Mm-hmm. It sucks that he was on with that chick who wouldn't shut her fucking head. Speaking of, I have a... she starts off by saying that she's allergic to alcohol, and that's why she was so obnoxious, was the alcohol. And like all she's drinking today is coffee. I'm like, oh, that poor girl just realized she's allergic to coffee. It's got like 6,000 likes on it. I'm like, oh my God, shut up, YouTube. You gotta pick your clever comments, or else you get a fucking... You say something witty on one of Poet's streams. It gets 4,000 likes, and your shit doesn't stop fucking going off for 2 weeks. I'm like, how do you people do it? You just turn this stuff off? But no, I think that would be slicker than shit. Like if Parker Lewis had to deal with his kids having that power now, but he was in on it instead of having a clueless parents,
right?
And he just suffered from it. Like, oh, so you're saying that my son hacked into your... Well, this is Ferris Bueller, but like, your son hacked into the computer system and changed his grades in front of you? It's highly unlikely, sir. You're saying my 17-year-old son took your reservation at a Chicago... Not watching Shannon tweet with my mom in the room.
What the hell? Just lost internet for a second. That's awesome.
Fantastic. Yeah. So you all excited for the new Christmas Story?
The Ryan Reynolds one?
No.
Yeah.
Well, there's the Will Ferrell Ryan Reynolds one, and then there's a new Christmas Story, like Ralphie movie that's coming out.
Exactly.
There's also another Santa Claus.
Yeah, those are burnt out. Like, the first two were great. That's about it. once they got rid of damn it, what's his face, the head elf. Once they got rid of him, it's like it kind of went downhill.
I was just talking about that kid in the. He was from the Addams Family Values. He was Wednesday's little boyfriend.
Yeah, love interest.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Hmm?
I didn't know. I remember him in 10 Things I Hate About You. Actually, just saw him. I watched the Ballad of Buster Scruggs for the first time, and he was in it. He had a small bit part.
Are you just now getting around to watching the Ballad of Buster Scruggs?
I still have like one or two skits to watch. Yeah,
Dude,
It's still on my list.
I
haven't
know.
even watched it yet.
it's not even a long movie.
Dude, it's long enough, and it's a bunch of like parts and skits, kind of like movie 43.
Yeah, it's like six small stories.
6? You sure it's not more?
I think it's about 6 because there's Buster Scruggs, there's the Pan Shot, there's
Yeah.
the Gold Miner,
Yeah.
and I think there's 2 others. So there's at least 5.
There's 3 others. There's 3 others because there's the Oregon Trail one and the one with Liam Neeson, which I think was the last one that I watched.
Yeah, that one's depressing as fuck.
Yeah, that was fucking. Whoa. Fuck, dude.
Okay, you're not convinced me to watch it. So.
Yeah, you gotta watch it, dude. Just watch it.
Charlize Theron also on my list of beautiful but don't like.
Like Devil's Advocate? Yes. Very
Devil's
very-
Advocate, gorgeous.
Yeah. I think that's about where it started to go downhill. But again, she's always had like the short haircut, and I don't like the short haircut.
Wasn't that short in Reindeer Games? So, yeah.
Reindeer Games. I still haven't. I need to rewatch that.
Don't unless you can get a director's cut.
Don't watch the
Harvey-
director's cut. Or
No, unless you can watch the director's cut. Harvey Weinstein ruined that movie.
Okay. I'm sure I'll find it. Yeah.
Harvey Weinstein alone is responsible for like 60% of the things I hate about Hollywood.
Oh, any input on the voice of animated Batman dying?
Kevin Conroy? I will
Yeah.
say this, it's sad, and he was sick for a really long time, and everybody's got to go. So it's one of those ones where I'm sad he's gone because he did such a great job. But unfortunately, the news of Kevin Conroy dying overshadowed the bigger travesty, which is that the same day Gallagher died.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We had in the last in November, Gallagher, Kevin Conroy, Jason David Frank, who played Tommy the Green Ranger, Meg Masters, the girl who played the demon in Supernatural. It's been a hell of a month for celebrity deaths. But Jason David Frank was 49. Nikki Acox was 47. So, I mean,
Yeah.
Conroy was in his 60s.
Actually,
Gallagher was in his 70s.
Actually, Babylon Bee did their top 10 Batmans, and Kevin Conroy was number 1, obviously. But I thought it was a fairly accurate list. I think Adam West should have gone a little further down the list. I think they put him in like number 4.
I love Nathan Fillion as Green Lantern. No, not
he
Ruby.
play Green
Meg. Meg Masters from season 1 through 5 or whatever. Ruby is actually Jensen Ackles, or not Jensen Ackles, Jared Padalecki's wife. No, not the Rubies. None of the Rubies. Meg Masters
What are you talking about?
from Supernatural. When in season 1, Dean and Sam break up, and Sam goes to a bus station and meets a blonde girl, and they flirt for a little bit. They have a little bit of a connection. That's Meg Masters. She's in the next several seasons. With she's connected to the demon with the yellow eyes, and Ruby's connected to Lilith or whatever. I don't remember. But none of them are connected to Sharktopus, which is a real danger.
What did Nikki Acox die from?
She had lymphoma, leukemia.
Emphysema?
Leukemia.
Ooh.
Leukemia? That sucks.
Yeah.
Cancer
But-
sucks.
Those are the rubies. I'm talking about Meg Masters.
Good Lord.
Stop saying Ruby. I'm saying Meg.
Get off the damn topic. I think he's just baiting you.
You're still talking about Ruby.
I'm not saying shit.
I'm talking to Maynard. He's still going on about Ruby. No.
I think he's baiting you, dude. Just stop it. He's trolling you. Oh, Lord.
Well, yeah, she got recast. The blonde girl got recast because she started the Flash. Oh, Joe. Joe is from Supernatural. She was my thing. Joe with the fucked up nose. From the Hunter's Bar. I can't do it, man. I need to, but I can't.
Well, it's kind of like, for me, like, I want to rewatch Battlestar Galactica, but I can't. Because the shaky cam, I can't even get through an entire episode without getting angry. Like, punch a wall angry at that stupid shaky cam bullshit.
Oh, no. For me, it's like the brothers dynamic. It's like, just keep having... I get that you would do anything for each other, but you're not doing it for each other. You're doing it for yourselves because you're both selfish fucking fucks. Like, you brought hell on earth because you people couldn't keep your fucking shit to yourselves. That one where you're like, dude, you married fucking Ruby? He didn't say fucking, but I remember that episode. It was hilarious. But yeah, Sam's just awful. I can't stand Sam. So early Sam is the worst. He gets better after like the writer strike of season 3. Sheriff Jody was the fucking Maynard. I don't think you're fucking with me. Get out of here.
I like their Uncle Jesse character. I'd like to see him in more stuff.
Yeah, every time I see him, I'm like, Bobby. But the funny thing about Bobby Singer is one of the executive producers is named Bobby Singer. They just named him after him.
Yeah, self-insert there.
Yeah. And I'm wondering, because like, would that really be his thing? Like, no, I want this character named after me. The entire name. Because you can catch like horror movies where like they got like last name like Carpenter and Romero, and you're like, oh, famous Hollywood horror directors. Craven. Like, nope, I want the whole name, Bobby Singer. I like Jo and her mom. She was a tough chick. And take no shit.
Deshaun, are you glad that Matt liked the most Tom Cruise movie ever?
Jim Beaver's character was named Robert Singer in The Boys, and then Jensen Ackles is on The Boys. Good lord.
What, John?
I was just going back and trying to remember his review of Tropic Thunder.
He gave it a 4 out of 5.
Yeah. But then he was saying it was like the worst Tom Cruise ever. But
No.
Yeah, no. Wrong.
it's like the best
Wrong,
Tom
sir.
Cruise ever.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm glad that he liked it, but he liked it for like all the opposite reasons that I like it. So I'm like conflicted. I'm like, yeah, it's a good movie, but you literally listed everything I don't like that you like, and I like all the things you said you didn't like.
Oh, Reba McEntire, redhead.
I mean,
Shut up, Garrick.
no, I was not. Because I think the only movie I ever saw her on was, oh shit, what is it? Little Rasmus.
Tremors?
Oh yeah, and Tremors. Don't forget about that. Thank you.
But I was thinking of Kim Cattrall from a certain movie.
They didn't even mention Kim Cattrall.
Yeah. And I was like, yeah, I could mention her, but I could mention Reba McEntire instead.
Mannequin.
I strongly disagree. Anakin. What?
Mannequin. Before your time, boy.
Oh.
You wasn't even a drip stain in your daddy's drawers.
Now, I was going to say I strongly disagree with his review of The Greatest Escape. I think he's dead wrong. I think that was a great movie.
Yeah, it had great in the name. Fucking duh.
Shut up, Pete Rice. Oh, come on, you guys have nothing to say? I'm surprised.
I have not watched The Great Escape in probably 20 years, so my memory's not fresh on it. And I remember it being enjoyable to watch, but nothing to write home about. So I would.
I remember
like a 3 or 4, maybe.
like a slow burn too.
Yeah.
And in my youth, I was not a fan of slow burns. I was more a fan of rug burns and Indian burns, not slow burns.
Man, those Indian burns were rough too. Oof.
Also, Mr. Burns.
Excellent.
Saying boo Burns. They're on your side, sir. Boo Burns. I don't have shit to talk about tonight. Only an hour in, and I'm out of material. Somebody come up with something, or I'll hit the fucking reverse harem books I've been reading.
Anybody see Wakanda Forever?
What the fuck was that?
No. You're not supposed to go see it if you're not black. You know that.
Hey, it's week 2. You're allowed now. They need the help.
Nah,
Yeah. Stop doing that, you fucking idiots. Learn your lesson from Elizabeth Banks. And whoever that queer guy is from that Homo movie.
Yeah, we don't want
The
your
boys.
money. We don't
the
want the
gays.
bigots' money. You want the bigots' money, you fool. Shut the fuck up. You absolutely need bigots to go watch your shit. Even if they go to hate watch it, you need them to go hate watch it. You need their dough.
Not only that, like all of China is racism, and you want that money.
Dude, at Disney, they don't need.
Oh, I did see Ghostbusters 2016.
I'm sorry.
I can take it away. It wasn't that bad, but I do not find Leslie Jones or Kate McKenna funny at all. No, I like some some Melissa McCarthy on occasion, and Kristen Wiig sometimes.
Yeah, Kristen Wiig can be funny.
But Leslie Harambe and fucking Kay McKinnon are just not funny to me at any sense of humor at all. And I happen to be a funny guy. Like, I can say that I have a good non-incel, I don't live in my parents' basement sense of humor. And I don't find them even remotely funny. But the same thing about Will Ferrell playing Will Ferrell. I don't find him funny at all. But Will Ferrell can be funny. Tom Hanks is fucking bag of dicks, but he is hilarious.
He's got great timing. He really does.
Some of the best timing in the business. But
like,
go
watch Black Jeopardy.
no, that's what they get you. Yes, that is what they get you.
Yes. Well, and that's both of them playing off each other very well.
Yeah.
But I also really like, speaking of all of those people, the David Pumpkins sketch from Saturday Night Live is still one of the best things they've ever done.
Yeah.
And that's got Leslie Jones and Tom Hanks and Kate McKinnon.
But I bet they're not doing funny parts. Because they're not
Tom
fucking
Hanks
funny
is.
people. Yeah, Tom Hanks, but no. The only thing I've seen recently from Saturday Night Live that's even remotely funny is when the two anchors read each other's jokes. And it's racially charged humor. But there was a time when pushing the envelope was something Saturday Night Live did, and they did well. Look up Chevy Chase, Richard Pryor.
Oh, God. Yeah. Yeah, not safe for YouTube. Good
Lord. It's on YouTube, though, because reclaimed speech is part of YouTube's safe N-word passes. But my God, like,
wait,
they used to push.
Did I send y'all that Saturday Night Live sketch that I shared with Josh?
Probably not, and I usually don't watch what you share with me because I don't like you.
Hey.
No, you keep sending shit on Reddit, and I don't have a Reddit account.
Oh.
You don't need an account to look at Reddit.
You do, because you guys send over 18 stuff, and you have to be on the app for Reddit. Well, not you, but Garrett does. The stuff you send is for all ages. Jane, you evil slut.
Jane, you ignorant slut.
That's it. Dan Aykroyd and Jane Curtin as Weekend Update. Or no, that was Counterpoint? Point Counterpoint? Something like that. Whatever it was.
Yeah, it was Point Counterpoint, but it was part of the Weekend Update bit.
Yeah.
And that's when, Saturday Night Live pushed the envelope when they first started. The second cast was kind of tame. That's Julia Louis-Dreyfus. Garrett Morris was still there. Brad Hall and the nerdy guy from the police.
Don't you want to own a $5,000 suit, smoke a $1,000 cigar?
Yeah, poor Joe Piscopo was just stuck with a bad cast.
Oh.
And it wasn't until Eddie Murphy came along that it started to resurrect.
At 19 years old. Eddie Murphy at 19. My two favorite Joe Piscopo movies.
Johnny Dangerously.
One, Johnny Dangerously, and Dead Heat.
I keep forgetting he's in that.
With Treat Williams. And they let him riff far too much in that movie. but fun is had by everybody. But Treat Williams plays the best. Like, he's not Raul Julia levels of chewing on scenery from Street Fighter, but the bad guy in Phantom with Billy Zane and Treat Williams, Tree Williams could choose some scenery.
Mm-hmm.
All right, did you get it that time?
Or Deep Rising, which also had Tree Williams, but he was a good guy. Also with Famke Jensen. Also directed by the guy who directed The Mummy, Brendan Fraser's Mummy. Also had Kevin J. O'Connor in it. That's Instagram. Totally different.
It was when Norm got blackballed from Saturday Night Live. Is when it really started going downhill.
Yeah.
Brothers is
But
producing a new movie in which Superman is black. And a black
The
Superman
Man of
actually makes a
Steel,
lot of sense when you remember
STEAL.
that Superman was abandoned by his parents as a
Yeah. Those are that's when Che and he
Well,
switch.
I knew you'd like that one, so here's another one. Warner Brothers is producing a new movie in which Superman is black. In this version, black Superman's kryptonite is an honest day's work. And before I go, I just thought of another punchline for that black Superman. Black Superman will be referred to as the Man of Steel, spelled
STEAL. That's the riskiest thing they did in the last 10 years. Besides for the Dave Chappelle.
That was pretty decent.
Yeah. I was just talking about that, literally.
Okay, my bad.
That's kind of like the Black Jeopardy scene. It's like, yeah, they're good, but
Celebrity Jeopardy's always been good. Black Jeopardy's always been good. Whenever you have original cast members hosting, they bring back like their best characters, and they're always good. Even Night at the Roxbury is decent.
yeah, Will Ferrell is good when other people write for him. If he's doing his own writing, it's garbage.
Like I said, he's not funny.
I don't know,
Which
dude.
one's
There's
working right?
the cowbell scene. That one is.
That's
I don't know who wrote
that's
that.
all Ferrell, or that's all Christopher Walken.
It's both of them.
Got a fever. What cowbell?
Or cowbell.
It's when it's when he's playing foils to other people, or other people are in there making better jokes than he is, that he's good. Like, that's why Celebrity Jeopardy works. His Alex Trebek is actually pretty decent because he's just flustered with the nonsense that's happening with him. Night at the Roxbury is a Chris Kattan thing. You can totally tell that's not even Will Ferrell.
Mm-hmm.
The cheerleader thing, I think, is more what's her name from Parks and Rec. Amy, is that Amy Poehler? No, that's the.
Yeah.
Well, Amy Poehler is from
Amy
Parks and
Poehler.
Rec, but no, it's not Amy Poehler. It's
what Sherry O'Terry? Is that who did that?
I think that's her name.
Yeah, Sherry O'Terry. I think that's more her. Yeah, he's just better when other people are doing the writing.
Mm-hmm.
So what movies were his writing and which ones weren't?
Anything I don't find him funny in. Like Elf, not him. That clearly wasn't his writing because I enjoyed Elf.
Yeah.
Um,
it was fine. Not great,
but
fine.
they let him write his stuff apparently for anything he's in with Kevin Smith, because I don't think it's funny. Even though the movies are funny, like George Lucas gonna sue somebody.
What movie did he do with Kevin Smith?
Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. Played a
He played the
cop.
sheriff. Well, and he played the sheriff.
Cop, sheriff's deputy, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
He's the other guys was not Will Ferrell writing.
That wasn't terrible either.
Yeah.
Now,
No,
okay,
but
so the three
Anchorman.
movies. the three movies that come to mind when I can't stand him. Anchorman's one. Step Brothers is the other, and Ricky Bobby, Talladega Nights, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Those are like the two movies I can't sit down and watch them, beginning to end.
Well, it's like Will Ferrell, Danny McBride, and the other guy from Step Brothers, whose name I cannot remember. The fuzzy-haired guy.
John. Is it John? John C. O'Reilly.
Yes.
John C. Reilly, yeah.
John C. Reilly. Those three guys are funny people when other people writes their shit. When they write
John C.
their own
O'Reilly
shit, it's horrible.
John C. O'Reilly in Kong Skull Island. It's like, it's a good group of guys. You're all going to die here, but you're a good group of guys. Old School, Get Hard.
Oh, The Candidate. What is it? The Candidate, or is it? What was the movie he did with the guy from The Hangover?
Oh, Zach Galifianakis, The Campaign.
The Campaign. That's what it was. Yeah, that one was pretty good.
Mm-hmm. I don't know who wrote Holmes and Watson. That's shit.
I didn't even watch it.
What about Blades
I think I
of
started
Glory?
to, but I didn't get very far.
Mm-hmm.
Blades of Glory?
I didn't see it.
Same.
But like Semi-Pro, Anchorman 2. I didn't care for his character in Zoolander. Old School, Get Hard.
Well, see, Zoolander is the problem that I have with Ben Stiller. Like, I hate most everything Ben Stiller does. But yet Tropic Thunder is one of my favorite movies.
Dodgeball?
What about Dodgeball?
I like Dodgeball. But
There's something about Mary?
don't like it. Don't like Mystery
really?
Men. Don't like...
Yeah.
I like Mystery Man. That was really good.
Janine Garofalo. That would be my hate fuck. Early 90s Janine Garofalo.
Yeah.
I'd beat her to death with my penis. It would take several swings, but I could do it.
Oh, what was that other movie?
Like a small choking.
Small part. Yeah,
Like a pen
Wedding
cap.
Crashers. That's what it was. Wedding Crashers.
I don't remember Will Ferrell in Wedding Crashers.
Yeah, he was the guy that the mentor that they went to.
Yeah.
Whatever it was.
Yeah.
That's where
Over,
might make me lasagna or something like that's from.
Yeah, exactly. Small part.
But I wonder if it's like Elf is good because there were bigger cast members in it than Will Ferrell. Like
Bob Newhart just dealing with Will Ferrell is great. And then Jimmy Caan dealing with Will Ferrell is like a whole other level.
Yeah.
And was it Mary Steenburgen? Is that who the...
Well, Mary Steenburgen always plays his mom. Like, that's from Step Brothers. And is she in Elf? She is in Elf, isn't she?
Well, who was... Well, first off, Jon Favreau was the director. And did James Caan have a girlfriend? Yeah, Mary Steenburgen.
Yeah.
Ed Asner. Love Ed Asner.
Oh,
Jon Favreau directed that movie.
I hate to interrupt, but while I'm thinking about it, I can't
Fucking when did you start hating interrupting? Is this new? I interrupted.
Well, okay.
What?
Now you interrupted me, so now I got to start over. So I was listening to the Town Hall for Daily Wire. Guess who they got to go act for them in their? I don't know if it's their next movie or if he's doing voice parts or something.
Gina Carano.
Zoe Deschanel.
Rob Schneider.
Well, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's expected.
Yeah, it's not like he's
Y'all knew
getting
that
work
already?
elsewhere.
God damn, he ruined Dredd more than fucking Sylvester Stallone ruined Dredd.
That was hard to do.
And that was hard to do. He's like, I want to play Dredd, the guy who never takes his helmet off, but I want to
It took his helmet.
take my
Take
helmet
his
off.
helmet off. within the first 5 minutes.
I want to not ever wear the helmet.
Yeah, pretty much.
And let's put it in the 70s instead of in the future. Okay, but I'm not wearing a helmet. We'll do it in the future.
Although, Diane Lane, that's a fox.
Really?
Yeah,
I guess.
I think so.
Couldn't have worse because pick Diane Keaton.
I don't know. She looks like who's the chick from Romancing the Stone?
Wow.
What was her name? Got a real husky voice.
Oh, are you talking about fucking cat? Oh, she looks nothing like Kathleen Turner.
Kathleen Turner. Yes, I think. Well, no, I think Diane Lane does.
She looks more like
Turner.
Danny. She looks more like Danny DeVito.
Jeez.
Did Kathleen Turner and no, yeah, like a young, yeah, like Streets of Fire, yeah. Outsiders. I'm trying to think of movies from the 80s that she was in. She was in Judge Dredd. She was his partner. Yeah, she was cute as the partner. I think she's still cute as Superman's mom.
Yeah. I'll give her credit on that for sure. She definitely aged well.
She was in Jack with Robin Williams.
Oh, she was?
Yeah. She's in that stupid movie Jumper too. That movie was fucking stupid. She's in Priceless Beauty with Christopher Lambert. But yeah, Jumper was a stupid movie, and it's all about sending people back in time to get murdered because you can't. If you murder somebody in the future, they'll know who did it. But then they send back Bruce Willis, who was taking revenge on the people who killed his wife in the future. Like, wait, what? Thought you didn't kill people in the future because you sent him back to the past. You shot his wife. Why didn't you just shoot him too? She's already dead. But absolutely, if you were going to shoot somebody who was just popping into existence, a shotgun is a smarter choice than a pistol. Especially if you're in a field. Absolutely, shotgun.
Yeah, why risk it?
Exactly. Now, if it's like a football field and you don't know where they're appearing, then you probably go with something a little 3080.
I was going to say ARE, but okay.
Yeah. But if it's like a particular next to a particular tree in a field, yeah, shotgun's a smart choice.
I still don't understand the premise of sending somebody back in time to be murdered. You should send them forward in time to be murdered.
No, because they already have, they can already tell. Yeah, but I would send them back like 200 years. Not like, good luck.
Not like 20 years back, yeah.
Yeah. Send you back in time to be killed by your younger self. No, you're going back to your great grandpa's age. But even then, you know, then who's the first person who went back to set this whole thing up? That's a stupid part.
Right, and how do you tell somebody in the past to expect somebody from the future?
Yeah, I might have to watch that stupid movie again just to hate
Right.
on it better.
You do it the other way around. You tell somebody in the future to expect somebody in the future. That's easier.
There might have been like temporal portals or something. I don't remember. Or 3 o'clock at any given spot. I don't know how it works. If you send somebody back at 3 o'clock in the evening, you know, they'll come back at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Well, or, you know, you hit the Lone Pine Mall at midnight.
You're such an asshole. We're sending you back 63 million years. Good luck becoming Tyrannosaurus shit.
Did you see Bob Chapek got fired from Disney and Bob Iger is back?
Seriously?
Yes.
Didn't he get fired for the same stupid woke shit?
No, he didn't get fired. He retired, quote unquote. Never
Didn't
really
he get
went away.
retired by the board?
Well,
for-
Paycheck did, or Chapek did. Sorry. But yeah, they Bob Chapek was supposed to focus on the customer and rein in the woke nonsense. And he
that didn't happen.
got to the point where he had to start letting people go, and he was letting the diversity crowd go and kiboshing their program. So the board said, enough of you. We want Iger back. So the Alphabet Mafia has complete and total control of Disney at this point.
Alphabet Mob has struck again.
Pretty sure the Alphabet Mafia is the JEWS, not the LGBT. Disney was right not to get his to give it to those people. They drove it into the ground.
Oh yeah, Kanye's back on Twitter too. Not that anybody noticed.
So is James O'Keefe. So is
yeah.
Jordan Peterson, Donald Trump.
So is Babylon B. So is Kathy Griffin. Did Blonde make it back on?
I don't think she's tried.
I don't think she wants to.
I'm still suspended. Permanently banned.
Okay. I was going to ask if any of your burner accounts came back up or not.
As far as I know, my original account is still banned.
Oh shit! If I got it unbanned, I'd still have to plead with James Wood to let me back on. Oh no, he got reset, so he doesn't have me blocked anymore.
Wait, was he ever kicked off?
Yeah.
Oh, is he back?
Mm-hmm.
Sweet.
I think we can call it fucking early tonight.
What, you don't want to talk midterms?
No, God no.
I still don't have a governor.
I thought Kerry won. I thought they called it.
No, they called it for Katie Hobbs.
Yeah, but then I saw there was further counting being done and Kerry Lake was ahead by like, I don't know, 6,000, 8,000 votes or something?
Well, it's going to court, is what it's doing for certain.
Okay.
We've got.
Is your state one of the states that does the ridiculous mail-in voting?
Yes.
Exclusively mail-in voting, or can you still go and
No,
vote on
I
election
go.
day?
I go vote at the polls, but when I went to
Okay.
vote, there was some chicanery and fuckery happening
Oh,
with certain people's ballots not being read, not being accepted, and having to go in box 3 to be counted later elsewhere, which is nonsense. So yeah, it's going to drag out, and right now we've got the Deputy Secretary of State saying he's not going to certify the vote. We've got several county boards saying that because they suspect nonsense in Maricopa County that they're not going to submit theirs or certifies theirs either, even though they clearly show Kerry Lake winning, which I'm not sure quite yet how to read, but basically it's going to go to court and it's going to be nonsense, and they have until the 28th supposedly to certify the vote, and it's a holiday week and that's Monday, so
yeah.
here we go.
Fuckery as a boot.
Yeah.
Although I did hear that Lauren Boebert might have won her district, so
She
that
did.
might be good.
They're
Okay.
recounting it, but she won. The dude even called in and conceded. Oh, Savannah Hernandez is back.
No, the Democrat conceded because he doesn't want a recount, which means they tried to rig it. Same thing happened in 2016 in Wisconsin when the Green Party candidate wanted to do the recount in Wisconsin, and Hillary Clinton herself said, "We don't need to do a recount."
Oh shit! Why is Trent Reznor trending?
Oh, because Elon called him a bitch. He says he's leaving Twitter.
The arrogance of the billionaire class. What a fucking crybaby. Jack White quits Twitter. Same freaking reason.
Who?
Jack White from White Stripes.
Again, who?
Jack White from White.
Right.
Breaking:
yeah,
48 hours since Elon Musk reinstated President Trump's Twitter account, and the world still hasn't ended. And it turns out that Trent 9-inch Nails Reznor is actually a crybaby. Somebody just about, you were a stupid idiot. Trent Reznor is one of the best musicians ever. That. Yeah.
And?
I like his music, to be honest, but maybe Etsy is more his style. That's great. Oh shit!
Where is that one? I need to heart that one.
It's in a cat turd. I'll just send it to you.
Oh my god!
Screenshot.
Did you see the meme of the Lion King with it being Elon was Rafiki holding up cat turd?
I did not see that one.
Oh, that one was clutch.
Oh, it's in the gun club.
Oh my god, that's wonderful.
Fucking Etsy.
God love Elon Musk. Oh my god. I don't even agree with half of his shit, but man, he is out there to win it.
Alex Stein says nothing makes me happier than Olive Garden to go. My wife and her boyfriend absolutely love the chicken parm. Sponsor me, Olive Garden.
How am I not following Cat Turd?
Cat Turd 2.
Oh, is it Cat Turd 2?
Yeah, he got his first one deleted. It's Ben Shapiro's dad.
So it's now somebody second. Is that the right one?
Hmm.
Or is it? Yeah, that's got to be the right one, right? No, that's the wrong one. Well, this one's Japanese or some shit.
Well, I send it to you. You should be able to fucking see.
Yeah, hang on. You sent me a picture. Is the problem? I can't click on it.
It's
What?
Cat Turd 2. CATTURD 2.
Why won't it? Cat Turd 2. There we go.
Type in under people at Cat Turd 2. Oh, I wanted to leave 10 minutes ago, but we're going to spend the next 20 minutes finding Cat Turd 2.
Shut up! I wrote it down.
Oh, we got it.
Not a full boomer. Not yet.
How many years away are you from being a boomer?
It's
Being what?
You're a fucking retard.
I
It's not how generations go.
Well, what generation are you?
X.
It's not how generations work, Garrick.
That's what I'm saying. How much older would he have to be a boomer? How many years?
Like 8.
Like
Thank you.
15.
That's all I was asking. My God.
When does boomer stop? And what? 65? Yeah, I guess you're right. About 8 or 9.
Yeah. I like how he tried to play it off though. He's like no, I meant like if he was born years earlier. That's what I meant by how aging. That's what I meant. Not the complete fiasco that I thought you could age into boomerism. Like it's a senior citizen class.
Well, it is. Because that's how old they are now. But
Yeah, but you can't get old enough for a generation.
yeah, you can't skip a generation.
You're born into a generation.
Which is why Garrick will forever be a millennial. With
And if
all
you're
the
not
baggage that comes with it.
spiritually a millennial.
Yeah, but I'm not. Like, while I am born in the millennial generation, I'm not a typical millennial.
Prove it. What are yellow pages?
They come from the phone book. They're a particular section that's specifically for business listings.
Oh, that backfired on me.
There you go.
Where is Rodeo Drive?
Hollywood, LA, whatever you want to call it.
Well, Beverly Hills, but whatever.
Beverly Hills, yeah, close enough.
Yeah, that's where Rodeo is. But every other city in this great nation of ours calls it Rodeo Drive.
Because it is Rodeo Drive. What's something that? Oh, what about 8-track tapes? I'm sure you guys remember them. Do you think millennials would know what they are?
Well,
Ironically, yes.
I never had a 8-track, but I always knew what they were.
Dude, I was watching. What was I watching? Oh, I was watching the Matthew Broderick Godzilla movie, and it It was weird for me to watch that and for everybody to be using payphones. Like every time they tried to call somebody, they ran for a payphone. Like, I don't think millennials would know what that is either.
And that was at a time where there were cell phones. But my favorite is not White House Down. What's it called? Olympus Has Fallen, and they're punching in a nuclear deterrent code or whatever to blow up a nuke, and somebody says hashtag, and he goes, "What?
Pound, bitch."
Pound sign."
Uh-oh. Neo had us follow me or notice me senpai moment.
On Timcast?
Oh, really?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
And Adam Krigler responded too.
Wait, when did that happen? Just now?
Tonight.
Oh.
Great. I'll listen to it tomorrow.
Yeah,
Who
have
do
you
you have
noticed
on?
that Krigler's trying to go after some of Tim's guests now?
No, I don't watch regularly enough to keep up.
Yeah, he's trying to get Josie to come on his show.
Who?
Josie?
The redheaded libertarian?
Very
Oh,
good.
yeah.
Okay.
You almost lost it. I almost booted you for that one. Redhead Libertarian,
Okay, well,
aka Skellahor.
Yeah.
I think she's pretty, but whatever. That's funny.
Well, when are they going to fucking get Matt and Blonde on?
Never, because Matt and Blonde won't go.
Yeah.
Oh, they'd have to go like on a Tuesday or something.
No, you don't understand. Matt and Blonde won't go.
Like, they physically will not go?
Correct.
Yeah. First off, Blonde doesn't fly, so that's already a pain in the ass. But it's inconvenient. The best day they could go is a Thursday morning to be there by Sunday, and he's still got to write he's still got to turn in an assignment before he does the Sunday stream. So it's a big pain in the ass. Like I'm going to be seeing him in January here, and he's flying in for 1 day. Like, he will come in at the wedding, leave wedding night.
Wait, who?
Matt.
Matt,
For whose wedding?
I got a buddy who's getting married. He knows Matt.
Oh, that buddy.
We keep things secret around here.
Which
I
means the wife and Calvin aren't coming then, huh?
I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. I hope so. Need someone to talk to.
Oh, wait, they got married in Tennessee.
Oklahoma!
That's what I thought.
I'm traveling for a
You
fucking wedding.
are
Everybody's
the-
traveling for a destination wedding.
I don't know. You were throwing some shit in there that was confusing the fuck out of me.
Yeah, because you're a himbo.
What
Then
part of
you
any
can
of that was
work-
confusing?
You said that was
I said, what? What's going on now?
yeah, I'll be there.
Oh, you're right. All right.
Oh, well.
No, I'm not getting married to anybody. Not again. I learned my lesson 3 times already. No, just
That's why I was getting confused. Like, when was this happening? Because I know I haven't missed that many episodes of this show.
Oh no, fuck no! I'm not inviting any of you assholes to my wedding. My marriages are strictly family.
That's fair. I didn't invite any of y'all to mine, so.
Oh yeah, no, that's fair. I completely understand.
Yeah.
But I will be wearing a tracksuit to this wedding because my I'll show you when I get there. It's velour. It's nice.
Are you gonna be dressed like a pimp?
No, but yes, no, but
Maybe. Yes.
I'll have a polo. I won't be a wife beater.
Okay.
I look like a really sleazy gym coach from New Jersey.
What is the dress attire?
Oh, it's
Are
formal.
we doing
We'll just call you Carl
formal?
from
Okay.
Yeah.
Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
It's. I chose to wear a different suit though. A tracksuit's a suit, sir. It says it right in the name.
I mean, you're playing fast and loose with the word suit there.
No, it's literally a tracksuit.
Yeah, but it's not a formal suit, which is what's implied.
I could. Can you wear a tie with a polo?
Yeah, I mean, you can. It doesn't look right though if you do.
I wonder if I could get like a crochet tie.
Just to be all the
Do
awful.
do a short stubby tie, short fat tie, whatever they call those.
I'm gonna do a bolo.
Bolo tie.
Yeah, bolo.
No, not a bolo. No, why bolo?
Well, because I'm already fucking wearing it. These are not bolos. There we go. That's a bolo. Is there a formal? Let's see. Formal track suit.
They probably have a black and white tracksuit for you, buddy.
No.
No?
That's great.
Ooh. Got caught by the popo. Oh, don't pull in here.
Is there a tuxedo t-shirt?
All right. I'm going to mute myself. I got to go tank up.
Bro, I already muted you.
You know, the thing is that gets me about that is that he's dumb enough to buy that.
There we go. There is a tuxedo t-shirt where it's just the under shirt is the t-shirt. That's what I needed. So it's a t-shirt with the things on it and a bow tie.
Mm-hmm.
Screw you people. Okay, get away from the microphone. Bolos go with polos. That's what I've been saying for 2 minutes now. Hey, they're semi-formal. Polo shirt, semi-formal. I got away with khakis and a polo for a lot of my life. Then I had it's like my junior prom or something, and I was this big deal. Even then, though, I had it was corduroy. I enjoyed the shit out of it.
They even still make corduroy anything?
Fuck yeah. And the best part is they make it in fat guy sizes too.
I have not worn corduroy in 35 years.
Dude, if my leg would fit in a pair of pants right now, I would be wearing a corduroy suit. And it would have been cheaper than the track suit. Pants are like $40 and the jackets are like $80. The tracksuit was $150.
Yeah.
Apparently, velour is not one of the cheaper fabrics.
No, it's not. It is the king of all fabrics. Velour.
Yeah.
Now I've got to find Zap Brannigan's velour.
Hawaiian shirts are fun. Actually, I might get put a Hawaiian shirt underneath it, but I gotta find one in tan and black. That might not be easy.
Uh-oh. Search. Videos.
Let's look it up. See if I got anything in Hawaiian.
Time we get most decorated lawmen in the whole universe.
You mean... Oh, no, please, I beg you.
That's Zap Brannigan's ship.
Wow, the Zap Brannigan?
Here he is. Come and get him.
The legendary dupe captain who just returned from a triumphant carpet bombing of Eden 7.
The man who will lead us in our...
That's just talking up Zap Brannigan. That's not what I want. All right, I'll have to find it and send it to you later.
Do I want rayon or linen? It's gonna be January in Oklahoma.
If you definitely don't want linen then, because linen is a summer fabric. Number one, number two, you might as well invest in an iron or a press if you're wearing linen anything. That shit wrinkles like nobody's fucking business. Now I wish I could go so I could wear like a Parker Lewis silk shirt.
We're still discussing attire.
Well, we just moved on to décolletage. If you're interested,
I was going more for accoutrement, but that's just me personally.
What the fuck is this? Are those jalapenos? That looks very Muslim-y, so no to that one.
So, are you going with the traditional double Windsor, or are you doing something a little more flourishy?
Didn't I tell you Bolo? Holy shit,
haven't
they got a
decided
Flavor
on
Town on here. That could be the new mayor of Flavor Town.
I'm going somewhere in between Flavortown and Titty City. Somewhere in between.
That sounds like you're going to be going to Tuna Town.
Taking the skin boat to Tuna Town.
Taking the baloney pony.
God rest Burgess Meredith.
No. None of these work with the colors I got.
So, Sean, you're not coming?
I am not in a position where I'm going to be able to make it. So, unfortunately, I have to call the man and let him know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Well, we had some shit
Well,
happen.
shit, man.
So it's just
Oh,
not.
I was looking forward to meeting everybody.
You're right.
I finally got to meet him for the first time. That was fun.
Oh, no one told me Garrett was going to be there.
Yeah, suck it, Jay Fry.
I don't know if I don't show up.
Yeah, it's just not going to work. My wife lost her job, so.
Oh, okay. Let's see.
Our
I was going to give you some 357 SIG, too.
Well, I would appreciate that gesture, but yeah, things are going to be real tight after the next pay period. So,
All right.
and they're going to be that way for probably most of next year.
Oh,
yeah.
What does your wife do?
She was doing mortgage processing, but that's just. I mean, with this is one of those things that the jobs just went away because nobody's refinancing with these horrible rates, and that's not going to correct itself anytime soon. So she's got to find a new career path.
Well, I see all the time in my industry they're looking for like timekeepers and things of that nature. If she wants to do payroll.
I don't know. She's going to have to figure out what it is she wants to do and start picking that up at the beginning of next year. But yeah, the week before she got laid off, she was in the hospital. So I got those bills coming down too. So yeah.
Well, damn, bro.
Yeah, I'm going to be doing nothing but going to work and coming home for a while.
oh. All right, well, let's get off here then. Shit.
Well, if it's any consolation, I know how you feel because I finally got landed with some of the bills for the baby, so
Right.
That's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are ongoing, by the way, for about 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
Just so you're aware.
Yeah, they're not bad at first. Like the first 2-3 years, you're fine, and then once they start schooling shit, that's when it gets bad. Like the most expensive thing you pay for right now, I think, is well, and we're not even there yet. Is the food because she's still on the kid. So
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they're not overly egregious as a burden, but it's more the time sink that they are that keeps you from doing too much as adults.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. We're talking about babies. What's wrong with that?